I want to tell you a cautionary tale of a mineral owner who ran into financial trouble and decided to take out a loan against her mineral rights. She used them as collateral. And, that in itself is not that unusual. You could use a house, any kind of asset as collateral, and people regularly do this. In this case, she didn't go to her bank. She went to a mineral loan company. They specialize in this. And I can see how some banks maybe don't really know a lot about minerals, but this particular company that she went to was very, very predatory. And you wouldn't know that looking at their website. They look like they're above the board. I'm not going to say who they are because I don't want them to sue me, but I really want you to know the details of what happened to Jessica because it's outrageous. Jessica's minerals are in Eddy County, New Mexico, and they're worth about $160,000. So Jessica took out a loan for $10,000 and used those $160,000 minerals as collateral on a $10,000 loan. This company made they made the terms of the loan very much in their favor, and they made it so that it would be very easy for Jessica to default on her loan, and that the consequence of defaulting on her loan would be extreme, as in losing her mineral rights. So the first thing was the interest rate was 18%, which is really high. I don't know what she would have gotten from her bank, but if she had decent credit, she likely would have gotten a better interest rate. 18, that's like credit card lending. She may as well have just gotten a credit card. This mineral lending company made the terms of the loan to where it's super easy to default on the loan. So if she missed one payment, then automatically the whole entire loan is due and she needs to pay the balance of it. If somebody needs a loan, they probably don't have the money to repay the balance immediately. And one of the things that can trigger this default is if there's something that she misrepresented about her mineral rights. Let's say she said it was royalty interest and it's really an override. As a mineral owner, she probably has no idea what the difference is between royalty interest and override. And it could be that they put, whatever everybody thought in the documents. And if they can find one little discrepancy, then she has misrepresented her minerals and she's defaulted on her loan. So what happens when she defaults on her loan? Well, they had Jessica sign a mineral and royalty deed from her to them. So as soon as she defaults on the loan and can't pay it back, they have the deed recorded in Eddy County. They now own her $160,000 minerals, which they got for $10,000. And she can't do anything about it because she's also waived the right to a jury trial. There's also confidential terms in the agreement, so she can't even talk to anyone about it. It is set up for this mineral lender to be able to steal, basically, people's mineral rights and get them for an unethical price in an unethical way. So the other nefarious thing that this mineral loan company did was they had her sign a right of first refusal, which means that if she ever wants to sell her mineral rights in the future, they get the right to buy it. That's not that unusual. You do see right of first refusals in real estate transactions, but you don't see them that have no expiration date. This literally is attached to the chain of title on her minerals and will follow those minerals forever. So if she has children and then one day divides her mineral rights among her children and they want to sell, nope, this company has the right to buy it. Same thing, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, as long as these minerals are producing, then this company can buy the minerals. They have the right of first refusal, which is just outrageous. There's just so many things that this company has done that are predatory. And if you look at their website, they say that there's no fine print and that they're helping you so that you don't have to sell your mineral rights. But really what they're doing, they're buying your valuable minerals at a fraction of the cost by setting you up for failure. And I don't know if it's legal or not, some of the things that they've done, but it sure is unethical. And I bet that right of first refusal that goes on forever and ever is probably not legal, but I'm not an attorney, so I don't know. I just wanted you to know Jessica's story, because if you're looking for a loan for your mineral rights, which I have people call me sometimes and they're like, hey, is this legit? Can I really use my mineral rights as collateral? Yeah, you could totally do it, but you want to be really careful doing something like that. Anytime you get a loan that has collateral, you risk losing whatever that is. And if you're signing terms that favor the lender and that are predatory against you, you really increase the risk of losing your mineral right. So if you get into a situation where you need money, using your mineral rights as collateral is just really, really risky. If you're going to do that, at least go to a reputable bank. I just don't know about these mineral loan companies. There might be some that are perfectly reputable, but it is just so easy to take advantage of mineral owners and give them predatory lending terms and then basically take their mineral rights for a fraction of the value. And it all appears somewhat legal because she signed the contract. So I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this, because it's a tricky situation. What should people do if they have an asset like mineral rights and they run into financial trouble and they have something that they could take out a loan and then put this up as collateral? Is that something they should do? Is it different than putting up their house as collateral? Because people do that all the time. This particular situation just feels really, really icky. At least when you're dealing with real estate, you usually have a real estate agent, broker, people that are on the side of the owner. But with minerals, you really don't have that. It's kind of the wild, wild west. And this is one way that mineral owners can be taken advantage of. So don't make this mistake. If you're going to use your minerals as collateral, just be super careful. Have an attorney read the documents.